So you want to go on a cruise, but you're really not too sure if this is for you. Stick around and I'll let you know my 5 top reasons as to why I love cruising more than any other type of travel. Hi, my name is Lisa and welcome to my channel. I started this channel thinking that I really wanted to talk about things that impact us as we become 50-some-ish. Okay, I'll be honest, I turned 57 this year, and there's a lot of things that go on in our lives, you know, empty nester, menopause, divorce. I have a parent with Alzheimer's, so yeah, you name it, there's a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. And one of the things that I have discovered since 2013 is that I absolutely love to cruise. So I want you to imagine this. You wake up in the morning and you are at some exotic location. You could be on a Caribbean island, or your ship may have sailed into a port in Portugal or somewhere in France or Italy, somewhere in the Mediterranean. You get up, you go to this wonderful breakfast, and then you go off on an excursion that you've already pre-organized, or you can just go off and explore on your own. You get the whole day to explore this wonderful island where you get to go snorkeling or swim with the sea lions or go shopping in Italy for leather purses. Guilty as charged. Stuff like that. And then you come back to your ship in the evening, you're tired, you're exhilarated because of all the things that you've been able to see. You go for this beautiful dinner, you go for some kind of entertainment. It could be stand-up comedy or game shows or singing or whatever. And then you go to bed feeling just so enthralled over the day. Go to bed, have a wonderful sleep, you wake up, and the next day you're on a different island or in a different part of Europe, and you get to do it again. That is cruising, and this is what I love about it. So that brings me to reason number 1, the variety of things that we get to do. So even on the sea days, you can be busy all day long if you want. You can be doing those game shows that I talked about. You can be playing by the pool, swimming, relaxing, reading. You can be as busy or as lazy as you want all day long. There's things to do. And then when it is time for us to come to a port, then we've got an island or a city or some really beautiful place to explore. It's always an adventure. I love it. Reason number 2, and probably one of my favorite things about cruising, is you unpack once. This is the part about travel that I detest, is having to haul around those bags. I am not a, put everything that I own in a backpack and carry it all over the place. My kids did that, and I have a lot of respect for them for doing that. But at 57, I am not that person. So I have my big suitcase and my carry-on, and that's it. I'm good. So in my estimation, I pack a little lighter than the average bear, but I still don't like hauling that stuff around. So I get to put it into, a closet. I unpack once and that's it. That is it. Whether it is for a week, 2 weeks, a month, doesn't matter. I've only had to unpack once, and my hotel room basically floats with me. I get to go to my destination. My hotel comes with me. So I absolutely love that aspect. And then, of course, there's laundromats on pretty much every floor, so you can be doing laundry if you want to as well. Reason number 3 is the itineraries. What this means is that I get to go to all kinds of places in the world that I would never have thought to go before. So for example, I went on a Mediterranean cruise, and one of the stops along the way was Gibraltar. Well, why would I ever go to Gibraltar? It's not something that I would think on top, off the top of my head. I want to go on a trip. Let's go to Gibraltar. No, but because it was part of the itinerary and I got to see Gibraltar, I fell in love with it. And I would have never thought to go there in the first place. So this is the part of cruising that I absolutely love. I think of it like a buffet. So it takes me to all these different places and I get a taste of these different places. And if there's a place that I fell in love with, then I'll go back. Panama is a great example. I will go back to Panama City because I thought it was absolutely fantastic and I would like to stay there longer. Costa Rica is another place I will go back to see it. But there are other parts of the world that I got to go in, get a taste of. Nope, that's good. One day was good enough. So the cruising allows you to see parts of the world that you would never see otherwise. And reason number 4, I mean, we can't talk about cruising without the food. Anytime I don't have to cook, it's a good day for me. So I like to cook. It's just that I like being cooked for. Anywhere from little pizza and hot dog places on the deck by the pool to high-end restaurants. You pay a little extra for those high-end restaurants. I prefer to stay in the dining room because A, I already paid for it, so I don't have to worry about, doling out extra money out of my pocket. And the food there is unbelievably good. You come out of there feeling like you were just spoiled rotten. Of course, my sons, when I cruise with my sons, their favorite place is the buffet, as you can imagine. My favorite place during the day is this little, I tend to cruise with Princess, and they have this little international bar, they call it, where you can get all these lattes and sandwiches and, these really quick little goodies. So that's my favorite place to go. Sit by a window and read and have my latte in the middle of the afternoon. It's just, you feel so spoiled. And then, of course, the martini bar has to be put in there as well. And number 5 for me is the security of the ship, especially when I'm traveling solo. I really appreciate the fact that when people are coming and going from the ship, they actually have to go through a screening process. We get like an ID badge that we have to present every single time we go through, and we have to get scanned in. And so I also love knowing that at the end of the day, like when I'm off, snorkeling and I come back to the ship and I am just a bedraggled mess, that I have this safe harbor that I can come back to. My room's waiting for me and it's been all cleaned up and it's, fresh and waiting for me to go. I've got a safe home base that I can go to at the end of every single day, and knowing that I will be taken care of and people are looking out for me and they will actually know if I'm missing or if something's wrong. So it just makes me feel a whole lot more secure as a single solo traveler, and that is another reason why the cruise ships just really appeal to me. So there you go. There's my top 5 reasons as to why I love to cruise. I've decided I'm going to do a whole series about cruising, and my next video, when it's done, will be some tips and tricks that I discovered along the way. I'm going to wear my little trusty hat every single time I talk about cruising, so if I've got this hat on, you know I'm talking about cruising. So I hope you stick around, watch the next video. It'll be right here when it's ready to go. And in the meantime, if this video was helpful for you, please feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. And let's get this channel going. I'm very excited to share all of this with you. Have a great day.